Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to the garage. Today we're looking over the new US light tank, the M24 Chaffee. Intended to replace the M5 Stuart, the Chaffee was produced from 1944 until August of 1945, with 4,731 units rolling off the assembly line. The Chaffee is thought to still be in service with some countries to this day. Here in BLITZ, the Chaffee is part of the new line of US light tanks at Tier 5, and on paper, it doesn't appear to be anything special, but I think this tank will be a case of being more than the sum of its parts. Chaffee's top gun is the 76mm gun T94, which, on the fully equipped example I am reviewing, has a rate of fire of 8.28 rounds per minute and able to pierce 115mm of armor on average. If you run into a particularly nasty opponent, load up the spicy APCR for 165mm of average penetration to get that job done. With the new regime surrounding spicy ammo, we find that APCR now does less damage than regular AP at 135 hit points, while AP does 160 hit points of damage. Quick calculation here shows a damage per minute figure of 1,324 hit points per minute. Pro tip, stay away from leopard tanks, they'll rip you a new one. HE ammo will do 200 hit points of damage if it penetrates at most a very thin 20mm of armor. Dispersion of .358 is not great, but still workable for the occasional sniper shot, along with a very good 2.8 second aiming time. Standard view range of 250 meters isn't bad, but you can crank it up with improved optics and a case of cola for the thirsty crew, all the way to 286.8 meters. Chaffee is very lightly armored, just enough to keep out bad weather and the pitchforks of unruly mobs. Hull armor measures 25mm on the front and sides and 19mm covering the backside, about as well as a hospital gown does. Turret is a wee bit better, with 38mm on the front and 25mm on the sides and rear. No armor usually means good mobility, and the Chaffee is pretty good in this department. Power to weight ratio of 22.42 horsepower per ton will get you moving, and while good, it's not neck-snapping acceleration. Hull traverse speed of 55 degrees per second is excellent, as is the turret traverse speed of 46 degrees per second. Top speed of 56 kilometers per hour is also good and will get you where you need to go in a hurry. So what do I think of this tank? How would I play it? Chaffee is a great tank for spotting the enemy for your heavier armed and armored compadres to deal with. Flank and pour in supporting fire when you can without having to trade hit points. 650 isn't many and you won't be bouncing many shots. Later in the game, your high mobility will be of value in running down any wounded heavy tanks still on the battlefield and finishing them off. Well folks, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. If you really enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments. As well, be sure to visit my social media pages, both on Facebook and Twitter. This is where I post info that, well, not belonging in a video, it's worth taking a look at. I would also like to give a shout out to my Patreon supporters. You folks are making a huge difference for me. If you like what I do and enjoy the community all of us humans are building, please consider supporting the mission via my Patreon page. There are quite a few options with varying levels of support. Maybe one of them will suit you. Links to all things in the video description. Alright folks, thanks very much for stopping by and watching. I'll catch you next time.